Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're cutting right through all the hype surrounding artificial intelligence to look at a really interesting paradox. How can something be so incredibly smart and yet, at the same time, be so fantastically wrong?
So let's just dive in with this powerful idea from our source material, because this one sentence, it just perfectly captures the huge challenge we're facing with AI right now. See, the problem isn't just that AI can be wrong. It's that it can be wrong with this unshakable absolute confidence.
And that brings us to our first section, where we're going to unpack this whole idea of the confident liar. I mean, what does it really mean when our most advanced tools can't actually be trusted?
Okay, so here's the heart of the issue. Even as these huge companies are marketing their AI as this world-changing technology, they slip in this major warning in the fine print. Their own creators are basically telling us, hey, you know this amazing thing we built? Yeah, probably shouldn't blindly trust it. It has all the appearance of authority, but it comes with this built-in get-out-of-jail-free card.
Think about how this plays out in the real world. Our source gives this perfect example. You know how you used to Google a minor symptom, like a headache, and 10 minutes later you're convinced you have some rare, incurable disease? Well, AI is basically that, but on steroids. It can take one tiny piece of information and spin up this incredibly detailed, very compelling, and totally terrifying, or sometimes just completely wrong, story.
Now, this unreliability, it isn't just about random mistakes. It actually builds into a much, much deeper problem. A lot of the time, it's a direct reflection of a very human flaw: bias.
You have to remember, an AI model doesn't actually know anything on its own. It only knows what we feed it. It learns from these gigantic piles of data that humans created. And if that data is full of our biases, about race or gender or even what we think is beautiful, well, the AI just learns those biases as if they're facts.
And here's a super simple way to see how that works. Imagine one of those beautify apps for your photos. If it's trained mostly on pictures where the idea of beauty is linked to, say, fair skin, then the algorithm learns that exact lesson. So when you feed it a picture of a dark-skinned person, its solution to make this beautiful is to lighten their skin. It's not trying to be malicious, it's just doing what it was taught from the biased data we gave it.
And look, this goes way beyond just a photo app. This whole problem of reliability and bias, it becomes absolutely critical when we start talking about using AI in fields where people's lives and their livelihoods are literally on the line.
Right now, there is this massive marketing push to position AI as a replacement for professionals who need years and years of hands-on experience and really nuanced judgment. We're talking about fields where a mistake isn't just some small error, it can have absolutely devastating consequences.
And this is where it gets really interesting. This complete disconnect. On one hand, you have the splashy headlines. This AI is ready to do a lawyer's job. But then you go and read the actual legal fine print, and it says the complete opposite. It says, hey, our output could be wrong, and by the way, if something goes horribly wrong because of it, it's not our fault.
And what's making all of this even more complicated is that there's this huge gap in oversight. For the most part, it's the Wild West out there. There are no clear rules. No one's setting up guardrails for how these incredibly powerful tools should be used, especially in these high-stakes areas like medicine and law.
So you might be thinking, if AI is a confident liar, it's biased, and there's no accountability, what good is it? Well, our source suggests that maybe we're just thinking about it all wrong. It's time for a major reframe.
Instead of seeing AI as some all-knowing expert, let's see it for what it really is: the world's best secretary. Think about it. It's unbelievably fast. It can sift through mountains of information in seconds, and it can handle all the tedious work you don't want to do. It's a powerful assistant designed to support a human expert, not to be the expert.
And that really is the bottom line. No matter how smart the algorithm gets, it's missing the one thing that truly matters in these fields: significant, real-world, lived experience. It can't replicate the intuition, the wisdom, or that discretionary judgment that a human professional builds up over an entire career. So this new way of thinking, it actually leads us to the real solution. The future isn't about just building a better AI. It's about us building a better partnership between the tool and the person using it. Our source proposes this fantastic concept. It's called My Eye. It's the simple reminder that for AI to actually work, it needs my intelligence, your intelligence. The human in the loop isn't a bug to be fixed, it's the most critical feature of the entire system. And these are the skills that make all the difference. An AI can spit out text, but it can't be truly creative.
It can find data, but it doesn't have deep subject matter expertise. And, maybe most important of all, it can't use discretion. That's our job. That's the human ability to know when to use the tool, when to question it, and when to just flat out ignore what it says. That is my eye.
And that leaves us with this one final thought. We have this incredible, powerful, and yes, deeply flawed assistant right at our fingertips. It can be a tool for amazing productivity, or it can be a source of confident misinformation. The difference is us. The technology is just a tool, and we have to be the ones who remember that we're the ones in charge.